Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is over. For good.
Lauren, wake up! Lauren!
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Please. Oh!
Bastard! Lauren is dead! You fucking killed her!
Stop! Stop! I beg you!
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer! Oh! Oh! Oh!
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No! No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Oh! Oh! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son. No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. Just street trash, like so many others.
Oh, you disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. That girl, Lauren, she was just a whore. You'll forget her in no time. Come on, work for me, Shelby. I'll pay you well. Be able to have all the girls you want.
Never say her name again. You hear me? Never.
My heart! My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer, there. Shelby! Come back! I fucking order you! Come back!
Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her.
She gets on my nerves.
It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you.
Emoji happy tears.
Room 19.
She will never give up.
Where is that? Hello, Mrs. Shepherd.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepherd,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
I came to talk about your son, Mrs. Shepherd.
My son? I have no son.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Mrs. Shepherd, your son may be linked to a series of murders. Perhaps you have some information that could help the investigation.
Are you a new nurse? Where are my pills?
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and
She
his
has
brother?
Alzheimer's.
Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them. Always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Why she keep asking her to remember?
Seems to be working. Did you make these origami figures?
My little paper animals. They played with them for hours. I showed my boys how to make them, you know.
Yes, your boys, Mrs. Shepherd. John and... what was your other son's name again?
My other son? I only had one son. My little Johnny. I love origami, but that's not my favorite one.
She is not Trina remember this other son.
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No, there's nothing really. Nothing about her family.
Right,
I guess if
emoji
her son
happy
was adopted,
tears.
then she's the only one who could tell you about that.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years and you're the first. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice.
FR. That's how she feel.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave.
Which one?
Oh, you know how to do these little dogs, too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it? I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
Brew. It's someone she knows.
The last trial. The last question. Are you prepared to give your life to save your sons? There is a deadly poison in this vial. It will kill you in exactly 60 minutes. If you drink it, you will get the last letters of the address. You will have enough time to save your son and say goodbye to him, but then you will die. You can drink the vial or decide to leave. The choice is yours.
Why they keep trying to make me kill him? I feel like he has nothing to live for. He doesn't care about anything else. Should I just do it? know. Don't kill him, lol.
I'll find you, Sean. I'll figure out a way, and I'll come and get you, son.
Where even is he? Oh yeah, the girl knows who it is now too.
I can't find him!
Where are you, Sean? Where are you?
Hes running out of time. So mad the old lay whispered it.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Sean Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere.
I forgot how much rain they needed.
Face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
But he is almost about to die.
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
I still
Mars
think it's
is
him.
Guilty. Case
The cop.
closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole.
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer.
This is actually hard.
Just one origami store in town. The killer is white, aged between 30 and 45. He is intelligent, calm, and determined. An organized type. He has a car. He's
This
probably
better be the
employed,
last
but his
part.
work allows him free time. I can't go on. I can't go on.
I missed some info somewhere. He can't find out who it is.
Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John's gonna drown. Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help. Dad, I've got to get Dad. He's the only one who can save. Dad, it's John.
Emoji face screaming in fear. Emoji face screaming in fear. Emoji face screaming in fear.
Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna die.
Well, that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What
die,
did I
Dad.
tell ya? Crap!
Please, tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come.
That's
Please
sad.
don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about me, Scotty.
That makes sense. Emoji thinking face. He said don't forget about me, Scotty. Yeah. Who is Scotty LOL? Their names weren't really said much. Why is he burning everything? Emoji face screaming in fear. 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 He is too old for it to be him. Ah. This girl, emoji man face palming. We.
And lots you touch, girl.
Jeez. Emoji face with rolling eyes, emoji happy tears.
The origami killer's apartment. There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is.
I had a feeling it was a cop. I didn't know which one.
He used to be a cop. Probably knew exactly how an investigation would be carried out. That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke.
Maybe a
Cop's
Sean's dad, it's
uniform.
the old guy.
Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop.
It's the old man, what the heck?
Sean Mars. The lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain, slowly drowning him. There's not much time left. There must be something here showing where... Shit, it needs a password. Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child. What the hell is that? An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose. This is where he cultivated the orchids that he left on the chest of his victims.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do.
Emoji face screaming in fear. Emoji face screaming in fear. Emoji face screaming in fear. I knew it. I never liked him. Especially after he left the baby in that house. Phew. We should've known right then and there. I know, right?
It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump. Not as fancy things.
But he was being so nice and trying to solve the case. I just kept wondering who hired him as a private investigator. She Ray die LOL. She doing too much. For someone she don't know. LOL. She don't have nothing to do with this whole situation.
I know where Sean is. I've got to tell Ethan. Ethan, it's Madison. I know where Sean is. He's at 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road.
I would have never been there.
He's still alive. You can still save him.
I'm on my way.
Be careful, Ethan. The killer's
Her
still
ass
out.
was about to be blown up.
No one's gonna stop me from saving my son.
LOLic. You would never gotten out of bed. From the start. Emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears, emoji happy tears.
Sean! 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 Sean!
Save him.
Sean! Sean! Can you hear me? Daddy's here. I'm gonna get you out of there.
I'll get you out of there, Sean.
God, Sean, answer me. Don't die on my son, please. Breathe. Gotta breathe.
Don't leave me. Sean, don't leave me. Oh, Sean. Oh. I thought you were gone.
Dad, I knew you'd come and save me.
Ethan!
What are you doing here? Still looking for a story?
I know who the killer is, Ethan. I can prove your innocence.
Congratulations, Ethan. You succeeded. You're the father that I have been looking for all these years. The man capable of giving his own life to save his son.
You got what you wanted. I finished your trials. Now let us go.
I'm afraid that's not possible. Your lady friend knows my little secret. I don't intend to end my days in prison. I'm going to have to kill you both. I'm sorry. You earned my respect.
Ethan!
His dad won. His dad was capable to save his brother. He didn't want to.
Go ahead.
general relief this morning when the police announced that they had found Sean Mars
'Cause he was
alive
drinking when it
4 days
happened.
After his disappearance, Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery of Ethan Mars, who the police believed at one point to be the killer. It is no doubt due to his great courage and tenacity that he succeeded in foiling the plans of the Origami Killer. The police commissioner presented him with an official apology today. Our main headline today: it is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
Is this where we're gonna live now?
Only if you really, really want to. Or we could keep on looking until we find something you like.
What I don't get is FN's blackouts and visions he had.
It doesn't matter where we live, as long as we're together.
I will never let anyone or anything separate us again. We're stuck with each other, kiddo. Like glue.
Can I trust what my room is?
Sure thing, champ.
Alright, then I think we can stay here.
And what happened to the mom? She is the one who first said it was Ethan.
Our next guest is rumored to be about to receive a
Because of the
Pulitzer Prize
blackouts.
for her remarkable series of investigative articles about the Origami Killer case. Showing incredible courage, her daring intervention led to the arrest of the country's most wanted criminal and saved the life of a little boy. This evening, I welcome a woman who might well be the true definition of a heroine for the ages, Madison Page. Good evening. Thank you for agreeing to talk with us. Now, you've been described as being both determined and tenacious. Two qualities, no doubt, that were needed to see you through the dark hours of this unbelievable story. Were you afraid at any time?
She hates him.
Thank you, Miss Page. I really admire you for what you've done.
Thank you.
For John, please. We need more journalists like you, Miss Page. It's a good thing you were there to catch that bastard.
Thank you. What's your name?
Vincent. Excellent investigation, Miss Page.
There has to
You
be
are one
something
brave
else.
lady. You deserve a better adversary. Somebody more ferocious.
Are you sure you've thought this through, Norman? You've got a promising career ahead of you. It's a pity that...
With all due respect, sir, I'm done thinking. I need
That
to lead
explains a
something
lot.
like a normal life. I've just got a bit too close to everything recently. I need to step back. At least for a while.
Will you be coming back to the FBI?
I don't know. I'm making no promises.
You can keep your Ari if you like. This one's going offline. There's a new model due next month.
I think you better take it back. It's just a little too compelling, and well, it won't help me where I'm going. The real world.
Whatever you want. I hope you find what you're looking for, Norman.
I hope so too.
I still think that old man was way too old to be the missing brother.
I want to see them again.
I'm a father too.
LOL, he won battle. He was killing people right in our face. He looked more than 40 laughing. That guy in the store and then just left him there. What?
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot! Fucking asshole.
All the guards and the old man. Even though I chose to let him die. LOL. He was no better.